At least 39 killed in Panama after a bus carrying more than 60 migrants falls off a cliff. The bus carrying migrants traveled through the Darien Gap, a dangerous stretch of jungle that connects Colombia to Central America, and was heading towards a shelter located in the western coastal province of Chiriquí, which borders Costa Rica. According to Panama's Social Security Authority, about 20 people were hospitalized with injuries and some of them severely wounded. Thousands of people took to the streets of Colombia's major cities to protest against social and economic reforms presented to Congress by leftist President Gustavo Petro. The demonstrations were organized by the opposition right-wing Democratic Center Party. Colombia's opposition have blasted Petro's proposals, saying they endanger the country's economic stability and could plunge it into chaos with higher poverty. President Petro, however, has stated that the policies will improve access to healthcare and protect people's rights.
Hablar de una hoja de ruta clara para el futuro de Colombia.
At least 73 migrants have been reported missing and presumed dead following a shipwreck off the Libyan coast. The International Organization for Migration informed through Twitter that 7 survivors made it to shore from the boat, which was carrying around 80 people, who had reportedly departed from Qasr al-Khair, east of Tripoli, to head to Europe. Venezuelan opposition leaders announced primary elections to designate a unitary presidential candidate to participate in the 2024 elections. The National Primary Commission, which is a group of academics, political leaders and experts, was created last year to organize and oversee the primary election process. Now, the primaries will be open to all Venezuelans registered in the electoral roll. The opposition's hopes to rally supporters after years of futile attempts to unseat the socialist government of President Nicolás Maduro.
Gracias a todos los que se han incorporado.
Brazilian President Lula da Silva inaugurated the return of the My House, My Life housing program in the city of Santo Amaro, Bahia State. The program, originally established during his first government in 2009, was then taken over and recreated by his successor and now predecessor, Jair Bolsonaro, under the name Green and Yellow House. The main new feature of Lula's housing program is the reintegration of the segment of the population with low income. It also extends to those families with monthly gross income up to $505. Mexican president denies the claims made at the New York trial that one of his election campaigns had received drug cartel money. An attorney from former security chief Genaro Garcia Luna, who is accused of abetting the Sinaloa cartel, questioned a former drug trafficker about the alleged $7 million payment. Speaking at a conference, Lopez Obrador called the lawyer slanderous and crooked, adding, "We are not gangsters, nor are we corrupt." Former security chief Garcia Luna is accused of receiving vast sums of money to allow the Sinaloa cartel to smuggle cocaine when he was former President Calderon's public security minister between 2006 and 2012. At least 12 were killed following heavy floods triggered by heavy rains in South Africa. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa had declared a national state of disaster to enable an intensive response to widespread flooding that has affected 7 of the country's 9 provinces. According to reports, the floods have resulted in wide-ranging impact, from flooded homes and vehicles to the loss of basic infrastructure. Hundreds of Serb nationalists and pro-Russia activists rallied in downtown Belgrade, threatening riots if Serbia accepts a Western-backed plan aimed at mending ties to Kosovo. Protesters carried posters reading Kosovo, no surrender, and cheered Serbia, Russia. One of the protesters, also an ultra-nationalist, addressing a cheering crowd, called on Russia to remove President Alexander Vučić if he fails to block Kosovo's admission to the UN.